The functions window displays all the functions recognized by ID, and it also shows the virtual address where each function can be found as well, and the size of each function and various other properties of the function. And you can double click any of these functions to jump to a selected function, and each function is associated with various flags such as let's actually increase the size a little bit. We have the RFL and so on. And you can get more information about these flags and the help file by pressing the F1 here. Index, we can search the terms here, and as you can see, you have a lot of contents to read and exercise on the IDA here, IDA. And here, for example, if you are searching for the R here, you can just write the keyword for your term and can list the topics here. And the library functions are compiled and compiler generated and not written by a malware router. And from a code analysis perspective, we would be interested in analyzing the malware code, not the library code here. And we also have the output window. So this functions window will be useful for us, and we will use that in next lectures here. As you can see here, you can almost see anything with these functions here, functions window. You can see the diagrams of this and so on, which you can exercise by some malware. And we also have the output window as well. So the output window displays the message generated by IDA and IDA plugins. And these messages can give information about the analysis of the binary and various operations that you perform. And you can look at the contents of the output window to get an idea of various operations performed by IDA when an executable is loaded. And we also have the hex view windows here as well. So you can click the hex view 1 to tab to display the hex window, and the hex window displays a sequence of bytes in a hex stamp and the ASCII format. And by default, the hex window is synchronized with the disassembly window. It means when you select any item in the disassembly window, the corresponding bytes are highlighted in the hex window. So the hex window is useful to inspect the contents of the memory address. And we also have the structures window here, and clicking on the structures tab will bring up the structures window. This structure window lists the layout of the standard data structures used in the program, and it also allows you to create your own data structures here. And we have the imports window here. Clicking on the structures tab, after the clicking on the structures tab, we can also click on imports, exports here. And in imports here, this imports window lists all of the functions imported by the binary. So this here you can see that imported functions and the shared libraries, which is also called the DLL, from which these functions are imported. And we have the exports window as well. So this exports window lists all the exported functions. So the exported functions are normally found in the DLS. So this window can be useful when you're analyzing malicious DLS. In this case, we don't really have any exports because this is just an hello world application and the executable file and not a DLL here. And we have the also we also have the strings windows. It does not shows the string window by default, so you can bring it up the strings window by clicking on the view here, view, and in view we will click on the open sub views here. And there's also a shortcut for this which I will show you right now. And as you can see here in view, we can click on the open sub views here, and after that we will select the strings And as you can see, we also have the shortcut for it, and Shift and F12, and that's it. We have the strings window here. So the strings window displays the list of strings extracted from the binary and the address where these strings can be found. And by default, the strings window displays only the null terminated ASCII strings of at least 5 characters in length. And in next lecture, actually in previous lecture with Ghidra, we saw that a malicious binary can use Unicode strings, and you can configure IDE to display different types of strings. And to do that, while you are in the strings window, right click on the setup and you can select the string that you can. Here we have the C style, Unicode C style 16 bits, C style 32 bits, Pascal style 16 bits, and so on. And we also have the segments window. So the segments window is available at the view open subviews, and after that we will select the segments, or we can also use the Shift F7 to bring it up. And here we have the open subviews, and we will see the segments right now. Open subviews and segments, and the segments window list section is like the text, data, and so on in this binary file. And the displayed information contains the start address and the end address and the memory permissions of each section. And the start and end address specify the virtual address of each section that is mapped into memory during runtime.